welcome back to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel on YouTube. It's a beautiful Sunday late morning. Sitting out in the old dirty backyard, Sound Kitchen Studios. The thing I'm propping my camera up with is an old Labatt's 50 stubby bottle, so that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll try to show you that at the end of the video. So the Sunday Gospel Show. I wanted to do a tune. I thought I kind of did a fucked up version of it, but see if I can remember it. Who's that writing John the Revelator? Who's that writing John the Revelator? Who's that writing John the Revelator? Wrote the book of the seven seals. Now God came down in the cool of the day, called Adam by his name. Adam did not come out because he was naked and ashamed. I say now, who's that writing John the Revelator? Who's that writing John the Revelator? Who's that writing John the Revelator? Wrote the book of the seven seals. Now Christ, he rose on Easter, and all the people came to see. Jesus told his disciples, I will meet you in Galilee. I say now, who's that writing John the Revelator? Who's that writing John the Revelator? Who's that writing John the Revelator? Wrote the book of the seven seals. Who's that writing John the Revelator? Who's that writing John the Revelator? Who's that writing John the Revelator? Wrote the book of the seven seals. Now Christ had 12 disciples. 3 they led the way. And Jesus told my people, I'll meet you and we will kneel down and pray. I say now, who's that writing John the Revelator? Who's that writing John the Revelator? Who's that writing John the Revelator? Wrote the book of the seven seals. Who's that writing John the Revelator? Who's that writing John the Revelator? Who's that writing John the Revelator? Wrote the book of the seven seals. All right. Little song by Eddie Sunhouse. Oh, let me get my dip. Jesus, man. Dipping on some long cut peach tobacco blend. I got a lot of this stuff. Hillary sent me like 4 cans of it. But it's fucking good, man. Yeah. This little. There we go. Man, oh man. Yeah, it's a beautiful day here in the meth end of town. I got to thank Kelsey, my roommate, again yesterday for joining me on that old song, playing the valve trombone. You know, obviously it was unrehearsed, just one-off in the kitchen kind of thing, right? But it was fun. I plan on asking her to help me more with stuff and maybe do some recording with me, because I love that. I love the horns, man. I love them. I love them when they're put in really sparse, simplistic folk music. You know, I think it's a good sound. So, maybe that's why I'm not a Juno nominee. I don't know. But I've been fucking with some other stuff as of late. I've been enamored by this little ukulele my son bought me for Christmas a few years ago with this kazoo. Well, Mama said, don't tie no hogs in my backyard. Mama said, don't tie no hogs in my backyard. Mama said, don't tie no hogs in my backyard. I got biscuits on the stove. Well, Grandpa said, don't stick your fingers in my beans, oh no boy. Grandpa said, don't stick your fingers in my bean pot now, boy. And Pop said, don't put your fingers in my bean pot now, boy. I got biscuits burning up on the stove. Yeah, you know, just fucking around with stuff. Oh, yeah. But yeah, it's just kind of it's very quiet in town today. You know, it's remarkably quiet. I don't know if people are just getting in their last cottage days of summer or whatever. I know my kids are doing that kind of shit. Fucking around in the backyard. All right. So there you go. Not much else is new. Happy feel and weekend in the Warehouse Strangers is going pretty good. Lots of weird fucking shit. I'm posting the weird fucking shit, let me tell you. But it's all good. But thank you for your views. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for everything. And yeah, that's all I got today for now. Actually, that was technically the gospel song. The Sunday Gospel Show. But I got something else in mind that I might be working on a bit later that's a little creepier, if you know what I mean. Because I do like to get kind of weird. But I'm going to try to show you this vintage stubby. Look at that thing. Oh, Labatt's 50. stubby bottles. When they took these bottles away, man, I cried. You know, that's Canada right there. I don't know. I'm a sucker for the oldies, I guess. All right, be well, stay free, and I'll see you soon in the meth end of town. Bye now.